Songs of Deliverance is an informative community awareness event where three women on a panel use mercy, wisdom, and life experiences to offer hope to people in addiction-related prostitution and the sex industry. As I would speak with others about our ministry to people in addiction-related prostitution, especially people in the church, I would get various responses through the years. Some of them were, well, I had no idea that kind of thing went on in Chattanooga, or those people chose that and they can just choose not to. And it became really evident to me that people just did not have understanding about the brokenness, the pain, and the humanity of people caught in this destructive cycle of sex slavery, prostitution, addiction, that we just don't have understanding about it. The panel discussion is that forum where we present. The women on that panel tell some of their story, and then we open up the dialogue to the people who are there present, and we allow them to ask those questions that they may have thought about but never asked. And then we speak truth and understanding into their questions. I've had people say, you know, I thought I knew what you did until I attended this panel discussion, and now I completely understand. And many times they're weeping because they have compassion and they see the humanity.
For 13 years, I was a meth addict. I was very bad. It just continued to get worse, and I was in prostitution. What led me to prostitution and drug addiction was just the feeling of unworthiness and of no value. It started as a young child that I was, molested by my father and my uncle. When I helped these women or share my story with these women and with the church, it brings healing to me, and most importantly, God has shown me my purpose. For a long time, I didn't share it. I was ashamed of it. And the Lord doesn't want me to be ashamed of it, because every pain, every suffering, every hurt that we go through is not for nothing. It's producing something that we can't see.
We've only had a few churches that have been receptive and have opened the doors for us to do the Songs of Deliverance. But in both of those instances, they were moved deeply. The pastors had nothing but how they were able to evidently see and take note of the reality of God's grace.
The church needs to come together, come in and be a part of Songs of Deliverance and listen to what Jesus has done in the lives of the women that are on the panels, because they're His witnesses. He needs us as Christians to be aware and to make disciples.
It has opened the door for people to talk about sexual brokenness. Been notified that there's people who have actually been able to step up and go ask for help in the church, because we actually opened up the door for that dialogue in the church.